Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and we are back with Phoenix Wright Justice for All. And last time, we finished episode 2 by proving that Morgan Fay and Eenie Miney were actually working together. But we actually found out that that wasn't Eenie Miney, but the older sister, Miney Meanie. Because it turns out she actually survived a car crash and her little sister died, and basically, because they didn't have a photo of her, they only had her sister's photo, she basically took her own sister's face and was just going to live as her sister's life. But then when Dr. Gray was about to call her spirit back, she was like, oh, I gotta stop this before people find me out. And now we are moving on to episode 3, where we have to defend this guy, I think named Max Glacia, who is being suspected of murdering somebody at a circus, because he's like a performer. So, without further ado, December 28th, 11:19 a.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. What are they? I forgot her voice already. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galatia would never do such a thing! Oh, so this is this guy. His name's Glacia, so is he like Spanish, maybe? I'd say that. Do we have a profile? No, we don't, not yet. Fabulous! Can't see Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Fabulous! What the young ladies just said was absolutely fabulous! What a clever girl! Such a fabulous understudy of events! What's with all this fabulous talk? Oh my god. What kind of... I don't think that voice will work for him. Hang on. I'm thinking. Welcome! Welcome to the visitors room. No, he has to sound fancier. Can we... I want a profile on him so I can know what he is. Maximilian Glacius. I can't think. Welcome to the visitors room. It's Max, Nick! Look! It's the real Maximilian Glacia! Glacia, that sounds Spanish. Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card. That'll do. He called me sweetie! Oh, Nick! Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. This one! I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts! Ah! He got it! He got it! Nick, look! He got it! What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Glacia's hearts. Max! Oh. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Yeah, I think that'll work. Max, you should make Nick pick a card. I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes! I'm your biggest fan! Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Thank you so much! Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir! Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work! What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes! Absolutely fabulous! Absolutely cringe-inducing. Yeah, I think that voice works for him, like he's overacting all the time. Alright, let's talk. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me?
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Oh, sweetie Jeebie, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately, you become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bus. It was a fab. I mean, it was an amazing day.
Wow, that's incredible!
Isn't it? I'm certainly the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. Okay, Barry Circus.
You are signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You should do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right! You're so right!
However, the circus is a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Glacia. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete.
But I kinda like the circus performances.
Maya looks a bit down. What happened? Alright, let's get to the main point, sir. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Last night, the ringmaster was murdered.
The ringmaster? You mean Russell Barry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room.
So, then why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters. That's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
She's right. And I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him?
What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. I like that. He's like, Maya, quick, speak to him. He won't listen to me. I like that. We were just having a chat about my salary.
Salary?
I'm the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as much. You agree, don't you?
Yes.
That's all you talked about? Of course. It was a fabulous chat. Uh-oh. Oh, we got Cyclops. Just fabulous. I mean, now he's got me saying it.
out of shape.
Alright, we don't have any evidence, right? No, we're gonna have to get out of here. I wonder what the guard says about him. Scar monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet, you could forget he's even there. If he wasn't watching everything, he pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on the refrigerator. Okay. I guess we leave. Or, wait. Oh, do we do the Mega Tomahawk? I thought we needed evidence. What happens if I present this? What is that? What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting my time talking to me? Hang on, I gotta take this call. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that brother call. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time, Max.
Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little bit anxious, I think. Oh God, I can't say it.
Oh.
Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder!
Oh, don't be arrogant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galatius. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what?
Max!
Quit joking around! You've got to be pulling my magic wand! The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max! He's crushed!
Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? Sir. You're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please, help me! I didn't kill nobody!
Didn't kill nobody?
I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane! I could never!
Max!
I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debit! He's back on the farm! Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much, y'all! Sure. Oh, he's a country boy, huh? Thank you much! Y'all sure are nice folks! He's a country boy, huh? So probably when he puts on the act, he gets rid of the accent.
Max?
Yes?
What's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Jones! She's like, what? What's the matter, Maya?
He's really just a country bumpkin!
I figured we couldn't break those cyclocks. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the Ten of Hearts, right? What? Howdy! He got it right again! What can I say? You two, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galatius' hearts! You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie! He didn't just call me sweetie, did he?
Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case! Come on, Nick!
Alright, can we move now to a different location? We can, okay. I was gonna say, I don't think we can break his cyclocks. I'd like to travel around and gather evidence before we start trying to break him down. December 28th, Very Big Circus entrance.
We're here again!
Yep, but this time, we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene.
Let's find someone who might know something about what happened.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Is there anything important to examine? There's just a sign here.
Look! It's Max!
Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be Kiru de Iglesia.
The stars on his cheeks sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker.
Nah, it's alright. Alright, I don't see anything like laying on the ground or anything, so let's just head right into the circus. So we got the big top. Okay. Lodging house. Let's check this place out. Okay, lodging house. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay.
Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky.
Ah, is it Gumshoe? Oh, it's you two. Yep.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal?
Because you're always working, Detective.
Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left.
Nick, he complained.
That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Alright, can you tell us some stuff? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course! It will be Miss Von Karma! She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court! When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal!
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course.
Oh,
You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home?
but Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean? Mr. Edgeworth isn't around.
Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay?
Nick.
Don't you understand how much I loved him? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, that night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal.
It was rather cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you are standing now. Ah! Oh, surprised you, didn't I?
I'm not laughing.
Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal.
Yep.
It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
So what is it? What was this one thing that just doesn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints?
Huh. Look at this picture of the crime scene. Okay, he was like walking and he slumped over. Are the footprints backwards? What's this? This wooden box under the body. No clue, pal. Some forensic experts took it back and are examining it now.
And What is so mysterious about the footprints?
Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture.
The victim's footprints are on the scene.
That's right, pal. The problem is...
The killer's footprints aren't there!
Oh, I was gonna say, what is it? I'm like, oh, because there's no two sets of footprints. Because if there's the victim's footprints, then where's the killer's? Okay, that makes sense.
Bingo!
Maybe that means he wasn't killed there. Maybe he was dying and he stumbled there. That's what I'm thinking.
Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying.
A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. Yep, so that's why they think he possibly did it. He's the only one that could fly. Yep. Oh boy.
There's no way! Flying is impossible!
That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible.
What's with the hollow laugh, pal?
I meant nothing by it, pal.
Huh?
Better stated. It means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime scene photo. You know I can't kill you, stingy.
Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, it kind of hurts my feelings, pal.
Alright, so I think we're done here. Let's see what we can examine here. This is the only place that the snow has been taunched once.
The murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over.
No. We're the ones who left the print. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes.
What?
I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good nap when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling.
It's great to know that the police aren't worried about the preserving the evidence. I don't really see anything else that could help us. We might need to move into the circus. There's evidence under the tarp over there.
Hey, watch it, pal! The killer is behind that top! Gotcha! I'm just kidding!
What a dick. Alright, let's move to the circus then. Alright, here we are. Big top circus. Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience.
Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults.
I'm not doing any somersaults.
Why not? You look like you'd be great at it.
Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grrr. Who's this?
Huh? Nick?
Wasn't me. Grrr. Oh, it's a tiger. Grrr.
Tiger!
Coming this way! Game over.
Nick! You're too young to die! Nick!
Stay. Is it I don't know who this is. Let me see. Stay, here. Who is it? Who saved us? I'm still here. I'm not dead. Yet.
Nick! Are you okay?
Ha! Scared you, didn't I? Oh, it's a woman.
Haha, scared you, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he?
Okay, it was a girl. I had no idea. Sorry.
What's the matter? You two sure are quiet.
Oh, what's the matter, me? Nick! You must die there!
Ha! She wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky.
Huh?
You agree, don't you?
I guess.
What do you mean, you guess? Why are you agreeing with her?
Woohoo! Your costume!
Eh?
It's cute. I want to try it on.
Costume? You mean my clothes?
You don't mind letting me try it on, right?
I guess not.
Really? You're the best.
Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus.
My name's Maya Faye. I'm a spirit medium.
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd.
Nice to meet ya.
Huh? Likewise. She country? Okay.
Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night?
You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say?
So, the ringmaster was your...
Yep, the ringmaster was my dad.
I'm so sorry about what happened to him.
Why do you say you're sorry?
Huh?
Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here.
Why did you do that?
I was playing with Regent.
Regent. So she was with that beast.
That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. Yeah, I wish she would tell us more about her dad. Probably gotta show her a picture. Anyway.
That's incredible that you are an animal tamer.
If you say so.
It has to be really scary.
Scary? Why?
Huh?
Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Leon.
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Regina. Interesting name choices.
Leon, he died?
Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him.
Ooh, we could have a motive there. What?
Why did he do that?
I'm not sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Alright, let's show her the picture. Well, actually, let's examine the room. And then, show her the picture of her dad.
Look, that's where Max comes out during the show.
I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect.
We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show.
That's great, Regina.
Yeah, I will ride on Renegade's back and jump out of the lion's mouth.
I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth.
Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Ooh, a ladder.
Ah, a ladder.
It's just a step ladder.
What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter.
Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Alright, I don't think I see anything. Though I do know there is a trophy for all three of the games if you talk about the ladders. Alright, I don't think there's anything else. Let's present her the photo. What about this? Can you tell me?
I'm not really good at figuring out hard things.
Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean.
I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Ugh. She's not gonna talk about her father. Okay. I would say there's nothing else to examine, is there? I don't see anything that's sticking out, really.
The seats are kind of far away, don't you think?
They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top.
He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show.
500? That's amazing!
Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said.
Alright. I really don't think, we got anything else, so, yeah. We might have to try to break his Cyclops now. Unless, is there anything here? No. Maybe we can try now, at the detention center. So that's the only thing we haven't done. I don't think we can gather any more evidence, so... May at least try. If it doesn't, then we'll back out. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly! We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? The only thing we got is the crime scene photo. Phoebus, what's the matter? Sweetie, you don't have some of the, at all, huh? You're still not listening? Okay. We can't, okay. Yeah, okay. We don't have enough evidence. Damn, I thought we had enough evidence. Alright. So we can't do anything here, okay. Like, is there anything we can still do with her? Like, we already talked to her. We tried to present the thing, it did nothing. What if we do this, actually? Oh, no. She won't listen to that, okay. Is there anything I'm missing? Maybe examine more.
Hey, it's a rope!
Probably for tightrope walking.
That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it.
Okay.
Whoa! Those lights are huge!
I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me.
That's because everyone knows that you're cute!
No, I'm not cute. You're cute.
Me?
Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine.
Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine! What about Nick? Regina?
Nick.
He's no hero, is he?
Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Man, what else can we do? We got, like, nothing really else to do here. And again, we don't have enough proof yet. Maybe there's more stuff to examine here I actually didn't look at.
This door must lead to the lodging house.
No entry to unauthorized personnel.
Do you really need to ask no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick?
I'm not even going to justify that question with a response.
I bet all of the stars stay at the lodging house.
Okay. It's kind of stuck. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets to the circus.
They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time.
So then, why don't you buy one now?
Sounds like a pain. Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet.
If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already.
You know I'd never do that to you, Nick.
Okay. I kind of want to go back to the office. Like, will there be something different here? Oh, here we go. We got a scene. Okay. I was looking for, like, the next scene. Alright. We've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going.
Okay.
What's the matter? You seem down.
Max Maximilian Glacier. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin?
I think I remember there's a trophy if you do this. If you present his thing to her. What's the matter? You've been acting strange for a while now.
Max, he's just some country bumpkin.
So? Why does that matter? He's still a famous magician, right?
I guess, but his real name is Billy Bob Johns.
Yikes. The poor guy's got 3 first names. I guess that is pretty odd.
Oh well, if a big star can do it, then you should pretend to be erotic too, Nick.
A big star?
Max Glacier is a pretty big name. Anyways, what do you think about Naruto Erato?
What's the A stand for?
The A stands for attorney.
I'll think about it. Hey, there we go. We got a trophy for that. Alright. So, yeah. So now what do we do?
Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to the witnesses, gather evidence.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We still don't even know what happened in the first place. We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
I could have sworn I've heard that before.
Well, we've never had enough information.
Just me. You don't have a clue what happened. Alright, so we can't do anything here. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what we're supposed to do next. So I'm gonna cut until I figure out what we're supposed to do next. Be right back. Okay, we're back. It turns out I gotta present the profiles. I keep forgetting you could do these with the profiles. I wanna try her dad first. It said do Max, but what about her dad?
After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room.
His room?
Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Alright, what about Max?
It's Max. Hey, where is Max anyway?
You don't know?
Nope.
He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father.
It's okay. Nick and I will help him.
Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal?
Of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now.
Like what?
What's on your mind?
Ringa, what's the matter? What's on your mind?
I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well, mumbo.
What? Really?
And then, mumbo.
Oh my, that's incredible, Regina! Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout.
Don't worry about me.
Regina told me that someone professed their love to her.
Profess their love?
Not only that, it was Maximilian Glacier!
I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyway.
And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trillo.
Trilo?
Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus.
Haven't met him yet.
Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus.
She must have some sort of strange power over them.
You're not kidding! 2 people in one day! Even I want to profess my love for her.
Me too. She's so cute.
Hee.
Alright, well now we got the new room. Okay, I gotta remember that. Show people profiles as well. Alright, big top ringmaster's room.
This was the ringmaster's room?
Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night.
Now that you mention it, that is what he said.
I wonder what... That's an interesting poster.
poster of Max! I want it! I want it! Nick, I want it!
I want to get out of here. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's that character and that character. Yeah, I see. So this is where we meet those characters. Because, yeah, there's a character of a clown, and then there's like a, looks like a Native American man. Alright, this is the one that caught my eye. It's a table for guests. There's some papers scattered on top.
Ah, look at this! Max salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes!
What is it? Is it very low?
I didn't know that a magician. This salary is incredible.
Oh. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from the shock. How much is it? 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 That much?
Incredible, huh?
You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it.
What's the matter, Nick?
Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. Documents related to Max's salary negotiations. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago. Okay. Let me look at this again. What is this? This was the table used in the visitor's room.
There's mud caked on the table.
Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table.
Nick, don't even think about it.
I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway? Okay, let's see. He obviously wants us to look at the poster.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed. Just look at the awards the circus has won.
Like All Country Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined.
Okay. What's over here?
This is where the Ringmaster applied his makeup.
It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example.
This one says it is 100% all-natural organic mascara.
And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mind.
The Ringmaster must have been really concerned about his skincare. Very metrosexual.
Okay.
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
And they call this the face of someone who already knew that.
What?
A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Oh, I see it now.
Huh? Where? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
There's a piece of white paper sticking out, but he won't look at it for some reason. Okay.
This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but his desk looks old and cheap.
There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster.
He's really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father.
Alright, what about this poster?
There's a lot of posters here, don't you think?
There are indeed.
So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they?
Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here.
But, you didn't even notice that I took one.
She always swiped one.
Hee hee hee.
You're incorrigible, you know that? And there's the Max 3 fabulous symbols. Can we get a closer look at that? 3 symbols. Tiger and something else. He has like a jack card in his thing. Alright. Let me look at this more. Look at all the stars on the poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances.
Posters are the way to go, aren't they?
What do you mean?
We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death court room thrill ride.
With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Okay, we got anything else in here? What's this?
All of these frames look the same.
They almost look like thank you cards. It looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. to the Robot Clown Research Center.
You're kidding, right?
What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Sorry if you hear stuff downstairs. It's just my sister.
Nick, look at all these photos lined up on the wall.
It's like a guided tour of the circus history.
It's just so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at the office. We could put up pictures of all the clients who have been found out guilty.
And what if we had a client who was found guilty?
We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that?
Great. Okay. Alright, make sure this is everything. I think that's everything. Alright. So we came to this room, we gathered stuff. Might need to go show this to somebody, I guess. Should we say anything about this? No. Okay. Oops. Probably not this either. No. Alright. I wonder, do we have enough evidence to talk to Max now? Maybe. What about Gumshoe? What would he say about some of this stuff? No, okay, no. How about this? Nope, okay. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is talk to Max now. We got a picture of the crime scene, we got this, and this. Maybe these will help us. Let's try it. Hopefully it'll work. Alright, let's see. So hopefully maybe that paper is what we need about it. Let me see what he asks for proof. Alright, we've been through this, Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? It is this, okay. I figured. That was the newest information. That's... It was on a table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. I was about to say, it seems like, yeah, the week ago has something to do with it. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? I don't think it's profiles. Oh, wait. Wait, maybe it's her. Because Max confessed his love to his daughter. No? Wow, really? Are you kidding me? It's not that? Do I really need more evidence? Alright. I might look at the guide on this one. Maybe I'm missing evidence. Damn it, I hate when I do this. Move to the ringmaster's room. We got those. I think we don't have enough information. Alright, sorry guys. Shit. Alright, hang on. It's saying something about Gumshoe. Like, there's apparently more stuff to talk to him about. Like, let's see. Something unusual. The thing that doesn't fit is the footprint. Gumshoe shows a picture of the crime scene. It looks like a wooden box under him. You then see the odd thing. You can clearly see victim's footprints. There's a crime scene photo. While flying sounds familiar. Okay, present Max's profile. Okay. We gotta present his profile to him too, okay. I didn't know that.
It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude falls everywhere.
He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem to be that bad.
But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal.
Huh?
Yeah, God, I can't believe it. I had to show his profile to everybody. Okay, I gotta remember to start doing that. Just show profile.
He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat.
Well, it does have a very classy decorative element.
Silk hat added. Made to order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness found at the crime scene.
Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbol.
Pretty mundane, aren't they?
Who cares if they are mundane? At least they are easy to understand.
I must have hit a nerve.
That's what he said.
Who said?
The eyewitness.
Huh?
Tell us about the eyewitness. Okay. Man, okay, yeah, I gotta start presenting profiles to everybody. Okay. So about the eyewitness.
Ho ho ho! You know I'm not gonna tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card.
Oh well.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you.
It must be because that's where the eyewitness is.
Let's check it out.
Don't you dare, pal.
Alright, Colin. What? What is it?
She needs the password.
Alright, hang on, I'll cut. Be right back.
This is a load of barnacles.
Alright, sorry for the other interruption. Let's go, Mo's room. Hopefully we'll get enough evidence so then we can finally talk to that guy. Okay. Lodging room, first floor. Okay, again, sorry, it's just ruined my flow a bit. Alright. Let's go. I wonder whose room this is.
The name tag on the door says Mo on it.
I guess he's not here.
Wow, it's a real mess in here.
My room's probably worse, though.
Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later.
No, we gotta examine the room.
Awesome! Look at those shoes. They're great.
Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel.
You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch?
Are you blind? Look how many scraps there are from people slipping on it. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy.
Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible.
It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on.
I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office.
In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you could say that. I'll say, there's a silk on here. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas. Just lay on his bed in an excellent manner.
What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew!
Oh, no. Let's see. Anything here? Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, Jokes on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny.
Wow, Mo's very studious.
The Joke's on You, huh? Okay.
What the? There's a string of carrots here.
How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots, or if he is using them for some sort of gag. Okay.
Tee-hee, clown equipment is so funny looking.
He's got a balance ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken.
Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice.
Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag. Okay. Is there really nothing in here? I thought we'd like find some evidence. Man, I'm feeling kind of stuck again. Because I mean, I thought we were going to come in here and get some evidence, but... Seems to be... Oh, wait, there's this. Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it.
You're right! I wonder what happened!
I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here!
You can even tell that the ground has been disturbed.
It's right in front of this window about 30 feet away!
I guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. Okay. Huh. Is that really it? Huh. Thought there'd be evidence. Man, what do we do after this then? Man, I need to look the guide. I'm lost. Okay. Hi. Okay. Of course, it's it says go to the circus entrance. Okay. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need the guide if I get stuck.
Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there!
What?
There's someone over there! Excuse me?
Oh. Hello. Hello?
Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me?
What? Huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just an everyday average Joe.
An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's happening on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright.
I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I, just happened to be, passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of canary? Not a canary. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman.
Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben.
Ah, yes. That's your alias, right?
I believe they call it a stage name. Alright, got a new witness to talk to. What happened? Excuse me, Ben. Yes, you mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know. This guy is so nervous, he's creeping me out.
Nick, cheer him up. Just try and smile.
Max Glacius.
Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Glacia?
Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Oh, ow! My head hurts. Yikes. I hope he's okay. It sounds like he just popped a gasket. Excuse me.
Ben, so you're a ventriloquist?
I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that.
I can't help it. He's making me nervous.
Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Well, right now, my he's contagious. Okay, I guess we gotta present something to him. What about this?
Would you mind taking a look at this?
I
I guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
Do you know anything about him? No. No. Alright, I'm just making sure. What if we showed him a photo? No. Does he have anything? No. Man. This guy knows nothing. I'm like waiting for a picture to pop up, but there's nothing. No. Alright. I guess there's just nothing we can show him. Unless maybe my badge? No. He won't look at that. I guess we gotta move. Maybe we can go back to Moe's place? Is he there? Yep, here we go. Okay, I figured if we're not getting anything out of him, go back somewhere else. Here we go.
Hello!
Kablamo! Congratulations! You're a big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one? Did you get my joke right there? I won't stop giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in lame sing. Can't spend your Maya. This is like some Faustine nightmare.
Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Harriet Garb. Oh.
I'm going home.
No, Nick, you can't.
You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this dude keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to.
Okay, I get it. But you have to admit, he is kind of funny.
No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Great. Alright.
Could you please tell us more about the very big circus?
It's a very, very big story. You sure got that kind of time?
And the hits just keep on coming.
This circus has been business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow!
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there is just too much competition.
But I love the circus!
I love it too! That is why I've been here for 20 years! We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us!
Nick, he just made a joke! Laugh!
Har, 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 har.
The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a class act. Even when there weren't no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man?
Mo.
Wiggly, 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 wiggity, 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 what?
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Of the crime.
Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime.
The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your acts start getting a bit stale.
Huh.
Well, I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth?
But that make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yup, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder...
Go ahead.
No way! Just forget I said anything!
I bet he's still hiding something about Max. What you witnessed? You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let those lips stay zipped.
That's not fair!
I guess you're right. Maybe I could tell you a few details, but only if you can get old stiff lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff lips? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it!
What's the matter?
Just get ready, okay? Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. Oh. Even he's like, wow, you suck, man. What the was that?
At least his expectations were low.
Well, I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
God damn it. Fuck you. I tried.
That night, once I had tuckered myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw...
Oh.
Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about Max than he's letting on. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind?
You want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing the llama.
I think that's enough advice for now.
Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded.
Can we show him Max?
He thinks he could kill the ringmaster. It's only just that he should die too.
Mo!
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clunked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment.
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's
There's gotta be something interesting there. Yes! The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Oh, I kill myself, really! I'm dying here! Coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Thanks for the map. Alright, now we can go to the cafeteria. Let's check the map first. We got the Ringmaster's room. Ringmaster's room is right next to the cafeteria. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go. I guess we go in the big top. Here it is. Alright, here we go. December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria.
Ew, this place is gross.
This must be because of last night. They don't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder.
That reminds me. What was it that Mole said?
He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here.
He also said that there's got to be something interesting there. Nick, what's got to be interesting?
Don't ask. Got a broken bottle here. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something.
Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor.
Huh. A broken bottle is just lying in the middle of the floor.
Do you think it means anything?
There's gotta be something interesting there.
Huh?
Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him.
Him?
I'm guessing that's what smashed over his head. It looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder.
They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside.
Once we're finished with the case...
All right, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Whoa!
Where's the mute button when you need it? Alright, I don't think we have anything else that looks that interesting to look at. Again, I think maybe we have to show this to Ben now. And maybe he'll say something about this. Oh, no. Do you mean Mo? Maybe. Like, why did he say him? What do you think about this? No, okay. Shit. Not this, then. Wonder what he meant by him. Kinda need to move to the guide now, dang it. Okay, motion, man. We did that. Went to the cafeteria, found the broken bottle. Oh, it means Max. So I guess we're ready. So I guess we're ready to do the Mega Tomahawk now. Because I guess the idea is we show him the bottle, basically. And we say, you hit Ben over the head with this bottle. That's why they were talking to him. Because Max hit Ben. That's the issue here. That's why he wanted to talk to him. Oh, hello. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did you just call me a sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso, I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. So we can't talk to him, right? Oh, we can, okay. Let's maybe try talking, and then we gotta make a tomahawk him.
We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics?
Max, You aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand. For instance, my sweetie pie. So Ringa understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess.
Wow, that's so cool!
It's already in the works.
Oh,
That's strange. Ringa never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. Once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished.
they found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house.
Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Huh?
Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here?
It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat?
It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes.
And there's the hat and the cloak that Max normally wears, hanging right there in his office. And then, I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tampered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Alright, we gotta make a tomahawk him now. Take it! So, I will say, do I have to do the beginning part again too? Let me see. How about that? Yep, so we already have the first part, which is the paper. We need to present him the paper. Yeah, proof. Paper. Yeah, we already been through this. Alright, we've been through this. So, I'm guessing the next piece of evidence is the bottle? Or, wait, what does he say? Well, isn't this why the ringmaster called you in? Maybe we show him Ben. Yep, okay, I was about to say, if we show him Ben, he'll know. But, Ben? You had a run-in with Ben? I didn't do anything to Ben. I didn't get in a fight with him. Aha! So you're admitting that you did have a fight with someone. Ugh! Why are you looking at me all funny? No one said anything like that. Do you have any proof that we got into a knockout, drag-out ball? Yes, I do. The bottle. Got ya. This proves it. Where did you get that? I was wondering what he meant by him. Like, oh, okay, so yeah, this was the last piece of evidence we needed to prove that he hurt Ben. Isn't it obvious I found it in the cafeteria, Max? You busted Ben over the head with this bottle, did you not? Oh, there's his little dummy. Oh, I can see why, because the dummy was yelling at him. That's how the bottle broke, and that's why you were called to the ringmaster's room. Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Hey, we did it. Fill that shit back up for me, please. Yeah, nice. So yeah, again, I was on the right track trying to find all the clues. It's just, I kept forgetting. You gotta present profiles to everybody. Okay. Meeting with Marshall. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben, the ventriloquist? You could put it that way.
Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man.
We fought about my sweetie pie.
You mean Regina? Regina?
That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that?
Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben?
Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is the Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad, and I had to tap him on his head hard. That's when the ringmaster called me, and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room, and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie.
What?
The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean?
What do you mean by shut him up?
You don't know? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillos can't say a word. Not without Ben.
Trillo?
That's the name of the puppet. The puppet! The ventriloquist's puppet! His real name is Trilloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the blaster, I'd be screwed.
You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet?
You are so smart, sweetie.
Where did you hide him?
What? Sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you?
Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets?
No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max.
You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Alright, well, I gotta let the SD card cool down, and we'll go do that, so be right back. Alright, hey guys, we're back at the circus. Had to wait for the battery to load a bit. Alright, here we go.
Huh, Ben's not here anymore.
Yeah, I want to ask him something.
It's cold out. He's probably in the tent.
So yeah, now we know his puppet's in the ringmaster's room, so now we gotta go get it for him.
What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress.
Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress.
But everyone loved the ringmaster, and every time you kept trying to do something, you got interrupted a couple of times. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved.
Of course.
And now Ringa's in here.
I'm not seeing how that's related. Alright, let's head to the ringmaster's room and see if we can find that puppet.
It looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
Will you just stop it? You poster is that pedophile? Pilferture.
I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of those posters?
Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room.
Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. I'd imagine it's either in the desk or here. I want to know what this white paper is, but we can't investigate that. It's probably in here somewhere.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won.
Like All-County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association, Mini Golf Master, Bear Belly Bounce Champion, Pet Grooming Grandmaster. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented.
Huh? There it is. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet!
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Trillo is handed over to Maya. Trillo's building an operatic tender who doubles as Ben's psychic.
Why do I have to carry this thing?
I don't know. Because I feel like it. So I'm assuming Ben's in the cafeteria. Yep. Okay.
Oh, hey, Ben!
Hello?
Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick?
I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. I don't think talking to him is gonna work. I think more we just gotta give him this puppet now.
Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Triloquist, return to bed. Alright, Maya, let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see, maybe we should go talk to their... Hey! Wait!
Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No, I would never.
It was me! Yeah, me! Down here! You? You're... Trilo? That is Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quizzit, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney.
Trilo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. Ow, please. Ow, no, stop beating the shit out of me. Ow.
But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Ow, please stop.
Nick, what just happened? Trilo is still a puppet, right? A friend Will's puppet.
Hey, who do you think you're calling a puppet? Guess we can talk to him now. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Trilo quizzes. You behave, young man. Ow, please stop.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Ow, quit hitting me. Ow.
Don't you have Nerf pills or something to take right now?
These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick?
Okay, I'll that. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Okay. Let me lay it all out for you. The pit sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner? You mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of them dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage, masquerading as performers, I find my Madonna.
Your
Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. Ow.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an aperture of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her.
Mary?
Jesus. The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying frog. You mean Max Galasius? Why do you say that?
Trilo, straighten up. Don't excuse people like that. Ow.
Straighten up! I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on our facts. Okay. Marriage.
You're going to marry Regina?
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled.
Well, see,
I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting hit.
I know you think that, but ouch!
But what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to. The rest is private.
Gotcha.
Well, the melody is pretty good.
But those lyrics, I think they need work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here.
Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser?
Huh?
You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
And that jibber jabber. Let's get to the court already. Ah, hey, wait a second.
Nick? What's going on?
He's a witness for tomorrow's trial.
Oh,
Oh boy. That ain't good.
what in the world happened with Ben and Trilo?
Quite a pair of those two. What did that puppet... Oh, it's a monkey. Oh no! Now what? Oh god! Ah! Yo! Ah! Oh god! Oh, monkey! Christ, he just has no luck with animals. He stole my badge.
Hey, welcome back, Nick.
That monkey... Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it! Yep.
What?
Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded.
Regina?
You! That monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But my attorney's badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey.
His name is Money?
Okay, guess we'll keep talking. Man, this investigation's long. The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home.
Haha, that's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Monkey disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh? You don't know?
Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with.
What?
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming.
Oh, I see.
Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Okay, let's ask about all this though.
Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben?
Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trilo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trilo told me that he was in love with me.
Trilo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think?
No, it's weird.
He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him.
He's a puppet. What the hell?
What about Ben?
What about then? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Okay?
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you?
Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while.
Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nip?
Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet.
What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya?
Huh? What?
Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trilo?
Wait. You do realize that Trilo is a puppet?
Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy. Alright, let's get out of here. We gotta go find Mo. Christ. What the hell? Oh, what we got here?
Ah, Detective Gazu took off already.
Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Alright. Good to know. Alright, Mo. Have you seen that monkey? He's got my badge.
Oh my! If it isn't Mr. Wright all the time! It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right?
See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do you for? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How do you know? I put a whoopee cushion on my chair. You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
Alright. Talk about her. So, about Regina.
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world?
She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good or bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications.
Okay, monkey. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, money does love the shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Eh? Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where the owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Oh, good! Shall we go,
Should we go with him now or wait a while? Let's go. I don't really see anything else we need to do. December 28th, lodging house, 3rd floor. Akaro's room.
This is it! What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wit! You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs!
Pant.
Anyways, this is the place! Akaro's room!
Akaro?
He's an acrobat! It seems like he's not around today!
Eh? That's a big pile of junk over there in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later.
Money the monkey, added to the curriculum. A monkey who takes care of Argo happily gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Okay. Oh, we got some stuff on the floor here. What's this about? Can't investigate that, though. Huh. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time.
Hey, Nick!
What?
I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model.
Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly.
Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be.
Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do?
It's a monkey calendar.
Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys.
Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies.
It's been one wild year, especially the last part.
Well, we still got one last person to help this year. Max.
Okay.
Hey, the next rib. Monkey must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore.
Huh. The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball?
I think so. Monkeys live life while above the rim, you know.
You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got pro-verbal game?
Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Alright, let's just get to the shiny stuff.
Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch.
Look at this. It's a trophy. And it's really heavy.
Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here.
Chinese badge. Nice. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah. Check this out. Ooh, a ring.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R. From T to R. Trillo to Ringa. That must be the ring the puppet was gonna give to her. So is that everything? Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Okay, good. I was say, I don't know how long this part's gonna be. If it's long, then sorry.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be our witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Finally finished this investigation. Again, the main problem with me was I wasn't presenting profiles. That's what got me stuck. I gotta remember, present people to people. I just gotta remember to always show my evidence. Alright, so let's get to the first statement for the trial, and we will call it apart. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, Max. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. There won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. when I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be A-okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
Oh my god, I want to fly.
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. He wants to fly in.
December 29th, 10 a.m., District Court Room number 2. We're back at Phoenix Wright. And now the case of what? What?
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones.
So?
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galacia?
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galacia.
Okay.
It sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Kopp, your opening statement, please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. I can't talk today. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything.
I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for prowling how absolutely guilty you providing how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge.
But it's not like it'll bring her dad back.
There, opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Kopp.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here, now! Jesus, poor Gumshoe. Sorry to keep you from work. As I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I'm looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your statement. With your testimony, I mean. Shit! That whip took more out of me.
Details of the event. Alright. Alright, let's save. Alright. Yeah, I don't even know how long that investigation was. Again, sorry for taking so long. But anyway, we're finished with it. And when we come back, we will begin our first trial for episode 3 by starting with Gumshoe's statement and probably getting some other witnesses. So, stay tuned for that. Bye.